Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome to The Progressive. I want to speak to you a little bit about a couple of things here today. Power, your personal sense of power and presence, which are the basic stuff you have to work with through your life if you want to have what you would define for yourself as success or as accomplishments in your life. And that's not going to come about in a long-term way. It's going to come about in a daily routine kind of way, in a daily work kind of way. So a couple of things here you need to keep in mind. Your sense of personal power, which is always residing in your gut and in your heart center, in your navel center inside your body, and in the high heart center, which is in the center of your chest. This is two places you got to watch for whenever you are interacting with anyone on a daily basis, maybe your family, friends, anyone, colleagues at work, anywhere. Really, whenever you're interacting, check these two places about how you feel when you feel your sense of personal power. Sometimes people will try to impose their power upon you, as in they will try to make you feel smaller than them. That will hit your gut, right? You feel it in your gut or you feel it in your chest if they're trying to attack you emotionally, or if they're trying to disempower you emotionally. So the power, empowerment and disempowerment basically are just two sides of the same coin. This game being played, it's just a game between humans, how they play themselves, or even between countries as they play themselves, is the power to control and dominate. Now that's the lowest form of power which has been playing out in all these old energies, and now we are in the new energies of the planet where these kind of things won't work. So what will work? Well, what will work is you thinking of these things like power in sort of a different way. And I offer you this. Try to think of your power as whenever you, from the time you wake up in the morning, you open your eyes to the world, it's a new day, and you are there, reborn yet again in another day. You got another 12 hours to live out as this particular day. Afterwards, you're going to go back to bed. So whatever you're using your power, your conscious, willful power, to choose however you are engaging with the world, either emotionally or mentally or physically, or all of them. Because whenever you engage with one, you engage with all. You engage physically, you will also engage emotionally, and you will also engage with that sense of power which resides in your gut. So this is where you work from as your places of power. Whatever you feel you need to do in the center of your chest, whatever you feel empowered to do in your brain or in your thinking process, the mental body that you have, or whatever you feel like doing as in gut feeling. It's my gut feeling. I feel it in my gut that I have to do such and such a thing today. Just for today. Remember, all this is just for today. Tomorrow you can change your mind. You have to be able to catch this and make it a part of your daily life, kids. Okay? You have to learn to make this a daily thing, and you have to have the freedom to change your mind. You have to have the freedom to change your mind every single day of your life. How it takes you and where it takes you, if you keep changing your mind every single day, is up to you. But you are the boss of your life. The boss of you is sitting inside your own belly, inside the center of your own chest. That's the boss you got to work with. You are the boss. You are the guiding force, the guiding light of your own life. That's the one that wakes up and opens its eyes to the world. Feel that and take that and live that way every single day. As you are the boss of your own life, you are the in-charge master of your own life. Your light is shining out through your eyes, through your gut, through your center of your chest. These are all the embodied life energies that you always carry with you. So this is the stuff you got to work with. That's your power. Talking about currencies, what's the currency you have? and what's the resources you have in the world. These two things are being used around a lot. Now we even talk of cryptocurrencies or digital currencies or currencies in terms of your local currency in whichever country you are living in. It's not that. What is the real currency that you are working with? The real currency that you are working with, the currency of human effort. You are putting in some effort right from the time you have to even eat the first breakfast in the morning. You're just putting that food in your mouth, you're chewing it, you're digesting it. That's the human effort. Everything you do from the time you wake up till you sleep has a human effort involved. You have to take effort, remember, in each and every single thing. So this is the effort you're taking, and that's the currency. One of the currencies we will be working with in the new energies will be recognizing, appreciating, and embodying this currency. The currency of human effort, not so much as monetary instruments. You might call it anything else like cryptocurrencies or currencies of the world of money. It's not gold, it's not the currency of your land, or it's not even the cryptocurrencies, or it's not even the banks, it's not the financial institutions, it's not the stock market. What is the real currency that is in play here? What is the real finance of this world? It's the human effort, it's the human energy of mind, of emotion, and of the sense of power which we spoke of. Those are the currencies, those are the real currencies of the world. And that will always be the case no matter how the story is being told by those who want to control or disempower. So let's learn to work with the first currency, that is the human effort. This human effort, the basic currency, goes into three parts: the thinking process, the emotional process, and the gut feeling, the power process. So you will use the combination of all of these on any given day, however you choose to, because like I said, you're the boss. You will use this in any form and fashion to structure your reality, to create your reality, to mold it, like how a potter molds the pots, right? He makes it into something. He takes a clay and molds it into pots and pans. Like that, you will be molding your every single day. Using these three powers that you have, using your own currency. You are your own currency. Your energy is the currency of the day. That's what you'll be using. Okay. Next part of the thing we spoke of is resources. What is the real resource in this world? We speak of resources in many terms. The resources as what the governments provide us, what the institutions provide us, what our municipality provides us. No, those are not the resources. The only resource you are working with, as long as you are in a human body, is the earth in all its forms. Think of it, even your body is nothing but the earth. You're working with the only resource possible, which is earth. It is always going to be earth, was always earth, and will continue to be just earth. Earth is the fundamental and the only resource that is there, feeding us, being us as our body. Our physical body is nothing but the earth. One day it will go back to the earth. It came from the earth, it goes back to the earth. The earth feeds us in the form of fruits and vegetables and grains and everything that we eat. It goes and feeds the physical body. The earth grows its stuff. The earth is its own being. The entire earth, I'm talking about the physical planet, and everything that grows on it, everything that lives on it, we just take a little bit from it for our sustenance, each one of us as individuals. But essentially, earth is the only resource and will always be the case. So you're working with that as the resource. Humans, on the other hand, are not a resource. A company is not a resource. A company and all its things, tables, chairs, computers, are not a resource. They are just tools. Learn to distinguish between the term resource and the term tools. The tools are just things which you have fabricated to use. You might use a spanner and pliers to sit and service your vehicle, your bikes or your cars. The mechanic sits with all his tools and repairs your cars whenever you give it for servicing. That's tools. He has a set of tools to work with. To accomplish a particular task, you need a particular set of tools. If you want to make a painting, you need proper brushes, you need canvas. Those are the kind of tools you use. Similarly, whatever humans have created is a set of tools wherever we work with, depending upon the kind of job. A surgeon doesn't have the same tools as a person working in an office in a cubicle with a computer. The surgeon needs different kind of tools. He needs a different kind of setup. So each one of these setups that we have as professions are just tools. Even your profession or your job, whatever you choose, is just a tool. These are tools. This is not a resource. The only resource you are having is your physical body, the earth. The only resources you're having is all the food you eat, all the houses you live in. It might be the cars you drive in. Remember, everything is just fabricated from the same earth. It's just different forms, including your own physical body. Beautiful as it is, doesn't matter what you think of it. Your physical bodies are really fantastic in their scope and dimensions. So your physical, starting from your own physical body to everything we fabricate as our house, as our furniture, as the cars we drive, or as the bikes we drive, or the planes we fly. Everything is fabricated out of the same planetary material. Okay, we are all part of the same being called Earth. It's a living being. That's another topic. So we are living and working with, using and recreating one entity and one resource only, which is common to every single one of us. Everything on this earth, there is only one common resource, that is the earth itself. In all its forms, in all its diversity, it's very diverse, as you know. It can take many shapes and forms. We can use many tools to make it, craft it into different forms and shapes, and make it comfortable for us to live in, but you're working with only one resource. So what is our responsibility, if you want to call it that? What is our heartfelt connection we need to have? We need to have a heartfelt connection with this resource. We need to honor it. We need to be grateful for it. We need to work with it in a way that is harmonious to the nature. We need to work with it in a way that supports it so that it can support us. It's like a symbiotic relationship. You support it, it supports you. It's like how you work with one another, which is win-win situation. We need to have that fundamental thought process of always creating win-win situations. So learn to think about power in terms of your own personal power, how you will exercise it, how you will play with it. Is it creating harmony? Is it creating empowerment to another? The greatest power you will feel is when you empower the next person sitting next to you, let it be a family or a friend or anyone you meet. Learning to empower other people, because in a one world, one universe kind of thing where all the souls are connected, if you try to disempower another person, you really disempower yourself in the process, because there is only one soul that is playing through all the forms. So always create a win-win situation for another. That is the best way you will feel empowered, and you can hold your power and hold your head held high and walk around in this world every single day. The resources you're going to use is your physical body, and the currency that you're going to use will be your mind, whatever you think as your thought, your mental body, your emotions as the center of your chest and your heart, and how you feel and connect with anyone at any given day, and your gut feeling, the navel center, the center of your belly. These are your power points. Learn to work with these as power, as currency, and as resources. I want you to sit and deeply reflect on this. I want you to sit and take this away. I want you to think for the next month or two, for the next couple of months if you want, because this is very deep, and you will start to understand many layers of these things as you think about this more deeply through time, through maturity. But think of this as the only means we have, and this is the only means we need. That's the good news. That's the only stuff we need. All the stuff we need, we already have, each one of us. It's just how we work and play with them, how we mold them, how we enjoy them. You have to enjoy this process. You have to enjoy yourself. You have to enjoy your own body. You have to enjoy the mind you have, the mental thoughts you have. You have to enjoy your own heart center, where it connects, how it connects. Because it doesn't matter what the physical body is like, if you're a gorgeous model or if you're a nobody, or just a common person on the street, or whatever you think you are like, you're still this magnificent, unique soul that cannot be ever replaced by anything else. You're extremely unique. Okay, so keep this not just as a motivation tool. I'm not telling you lies. This is all truth in this, and this is the only truth you'll keep coming across every single day of your life. That's the beauty of it. Okay, take care, be safe, and be awesome wherever you are. Bye bye.